Okay, here we go. All right. One sec. I can't even see the record. One sec. It's still rolling, but
We can
just go into the intro.
we can just cut it out.
All right, we're rolling. All right, 3, 2, 1. You didn't clap.
I'm not a sheeple. I do my own thing.
26 episodes in, you decided to be 26 plus because
I'm
we
a
have
strong, independent woman with my hair flowing in the wind.
3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Side Tangent. It's your boy Jared.
Hi, I'm Parker. I burned my tongue on some pizza rolls on the way over here.
Totino's?
No, like a Great Value brand. So it's not my finest moment.
Yeah, you're not even talking right now. I can totally
You're
tell.
moving your mouth all weird. It was so bad I spat it out, and then
Dude, pizza rolls and they're just mini Hot Pockets essentially, but dude, they
get so hot.
it's like lava in there.
Yeah, exactly.
They're so good though.
My hubris.
Tried this thing where we air fried the pizza rolls.
That's
Is that what you did?
That's what we did.
I saw it. We air fried and then you put like garlic butter on it, and then Parmesan. It's like garlic knots, but it's pizza rolls on the inside. Oh, dude. Oh,
You know, I mean, we're already talking about something that probably a lot of people wouldn't find interesting, but air fryers, game changer for the comfort foods of the world.
100%. It's funny. People explain to me a million times how air fryers work. I like to imagine that's magic. It's the same thing with microwaves to me. Like, I know how they work. It's just heat, and the fan is circulating the heat around in a certain way. I get it. It's amazing. It blows my mind. And just convention ovens, really what it is. But yeah, I mean, I don't know the difference. I put a toaster strudel in an air fryer.
Oh, that'd be good.
That was good. I haven't done a Pop-Tart yet. You know something? I wasn't gonna ask this question, because the Pop-Tart has something to do with the question I was gonna ask. So, I know we said at the beginning that you were gonna go first.
Yeah.
But is there like a food combination that you eat that people find weird?
Oh,
Because for me, a Pop-Tart and then I put some butter on it. Don't look at me like that.
no, because it was funny. I was gonna, man.
Did you have other ones?
No, I was gonna. You were talking about toaster strudels and Pop-Tarts? It's like I should bring up how sick, nasty people put butter on their Pop-Tarts. Because I've never thought that's because Family Guy did like a song about it. It's like I never thought that people actually do
Dude,
that.
let me tell you something. A strawberry Pop-Tart. Right as soon as it gets out of the toaster, you put a little bit. You don't put a lot. You put a little bit of butter on it, especially around the edges. It toasts it a little bit more. The saltiness of the butter and the sweetness of the Pop-Tart, dude, it is it's game. Have you tried it?
Let me ask you a question. Okay,
Yes.
What's the kind of cake you like? Do you like cheesecake?
I can go for some cheesecake.
Okay. So let's say I give you a slice of cheesecake, and then I pour bacon grease all over it because it's salty and sweet.
Have you heard of butter cake? It's a thing.
That sounds gross.
Dude, we have to go to Sol Agave in American Fork for a fancy the butter cake.
Okay.
It's like the best thing ever.
I'm just of
Let me ask you this. What's your favorite cake?
like chocolate cake.
Okay, let's imagine there's buttercream on it.
Boom!
Boom! Butter ice cream. Butter frosting.
If there was so much butter on my cake,
You literally cover it.
that it was shiny, I would not want to eat that. And there's one thing if the butter's mixed in, but you're just getting a Pop-Tart, which is just starch, and rubbing a bit of butter on it. It's not mixing in, it's on top of it.
Yeah.
No.
That's like toast, dude. It's like
Toast
toast.
because toast is a savory breakfast meal. That's like if I got...
You put butter on pancakes. Pancakes are sweet.
you got me there.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
But pancakes are of higher quality. First, pancakes are of higher quality than Pop-Tarts. So pancakes and Pop-Tarts can't even be compared. What's something else that's like if I got you graham crackers and I rubbed butter on them and gave them to you, microwaved them, made them hot, and gave them to you,
To make pie crust, you got to mix the graham cracker with butter. Checkmate, buddy.
But then you cook it. Also, no.
You're cooking the butter too. You put it on the hot Pop-Tart.
No, you're just melting it.
It's already melted. It's softened butter.
Oh.
Parker, what would it take for you to try it? What would it take?
I don't think I could.
Like just one bite.
And I think I'm proud to say that I feel like I'm a very unpicky person when it comes to foods.
I will pull up the clip where you say you really want to try bull testicles, but heaven forbid that you try Pop-Tart with butter on it.
Because it's a Pop-Tart. I would try butter on
it's
on
literally
so many
made
other
to
things.
taste good. Most of the flavors. Some of the flavors. I like Pop-Tarts.
I mean, I eat them, but pardon me, I wouldn't put butter on it. It's just wrong.
You don't put a lot. You don't put a lot. You just take a tiny little, like you take the butter knife. It's just a little dab of it, just enough to get a little bit, just to get a little golden brown on the edges.
Are you familiar with the term putting lipstick on a pig?
Yes. But then if you cook the pig and it's bacon and it's delicious still. So it doesn't matter if you put
I would
lipstick
use
on
that. The budget could be better utilized in so many other ways than
let me go back to the original question because I
already forgot what the original question was.
What is like a weird food combination that you get like? Because I have a worse one. Not a worse one. Maybe it's a worse one.
Tell me, because I can't think of any off the top
so
of
this is like I grew up eating this, and this is something that's very popular in the islands. So if you make fun of it, you're racist.
Checkmate.
So start off with rice, which is a common thing.
Okay.
This is where it gets crazy. A can of SpaghettiOs that you cook in a pan with some onions.
I mean, I just don't like SpaghettiOs in general.
Oh yeah. Neither do I. Except if it's in this way.
Okay.
So you cut up some onions, you put it in the SpaghettiOs, and then you cut up some pieces of Spam.
I do love Spam.
And you mix it in with spaghetti. Not SpaghettiOs, just like the canned spaghetti. So whatever, the same brand, but not the O version.
See, now like
You put it over the rice.
It was just the rice, onions, and Spam, and then maybe like a sauce or something. Could totally get behind that, but I just
See, this one I understand the pushback, and what would it take for you to try it?
much less than the.
See, that's crazy to me, Parker.
Well,
Because we don't even know what Spam is.
Spam's delicious. I don't care
delicious.
what it is.
Oh, yeah.
No, but my issue is the Spam. My only issue is the canned spaghetti because I just don't like canned spaghetti.
I get that. I get it.
I think that's just because I didn't grow up with it. I feel like if there's because there's a lot of nasty food people like, but if you tried it as a kid, like you like it, like because all the picky people I know, it's just because their parents didn't have them eat a lot of random food.
Are you gonna make your kids try a lot of foods?
Oh yeah,
yeah. I think I need to too. I just funny because I grew up eating Samoan food, and aesthetically it looks disgusting. Like when Emily first she's like, this doesn't look very good, and I'm like, yeah, and it's not. I get why some people don't like it, but when I grew up eating it, it's like delicious to me.
Well, then it's not. Yeah,
just like a Pop-Tart with butter on it.
No,
Parker, you gotta try it.
No,
you gotta try it. You gotta. I feel like your life would change if you tried it.
Here, this is the only instance where I'd try butter on a Pop-Tart. If it was a homemade from scratch Pop-Tart.
No, that's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
But a
because that is just a pastry. In pastries, you can put butter on it.
I think it's not so much the salty and sweet. It's just that a Pop-Tart is so. It's effectively been eaten up and thrown up by a machine.
Okay.
So why fool anyone? We're just eating this for the sugar. It's disgusting. No.
So what is butter gonna do?
Make it worse.
What difference does it make? It's already
have a bit of self-respect.
So now you have some self-respect. What if I eat the strawberry fart tart? There's fruit in it. I said strawberry fart tart.
There's no way there's actual fruit in that.
Probably not.
There's no way.
I know. Still,
it's just red 40 and sugar, and that's it. What?
Yeah, no more red 40. We can't do that anymore.
Isn't that getting outlawed?
Yeah, it's getting banned or something.
I mean, I don't
know. It's nothing like Coral Blue 45.
I put that stuff in everything.
Speaking of food, real quick, the other question I had. This is a real quick one. Do you think mac and cheese, like Kraft mac and cheese, should be eaten with a fork or a spoon?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I've eaten it with both. I don't have a strong preference, but I feel like if I had a bowl of mac and cheese and I reached into the drawer, I think I'd pull out a fork.
I don't think I had it until I was like 18.
Who are you? You've done so many things before you were 18, but then you've random things that you didn't do, like eat mac and cheese or watch SpongeBob.
No, I watched.
I know. I'm just,
Okay, okay.
I'm just.
And I feel like I've always gone for a fork.
Yeah, I think I am for too. I'm not anti-spoon by
No.
any means. Just the Kraft mac and cheese is made in a way where you can eat it with a spoon. But I'm like, I think fork. Something about stabbing the little noodles. Did you ever try to get like each noodle, one noodle in the palm of the fork? Yeah, I don't know. Something about the fork.
Maybe that's why.
It feels right.
If I can go back to your food thing.
Yes.
This is not proud of me, and I've stopped doing this.
Okay.
But I don't know if you noticed that I would do this when we were roommates. But when I ate chicken, when I prepared chicken for myself, I had this thing, and my parents are the same way. So I think I learned this from them, but I was really concerned with making sure there was no pink because I didn't want to get
I get
poisoning.
that. No, I totally get that. Chicken's tough.
Yeah, chicken's tough, and I also just do that. I myself didn't have the knowledge or skills to do it properly, so I would boil my chicken every time.
No.
It was just completely boiled, rip it apart, so I made sure every part is cooked.
Did you season the water?
No.
So it's just a raw chicken.
It's just raw chicken,
regular water,
and frozen chicken in regular water, usually freezer burnt. And then I put salt and pepper on it. If I was feeling zesty, actually no, I had to put hot sauce on it every time just to choke it down because it was disgusting. That's my secret. The food I prepared for myself in college was always disgusting.
But you could have made it better. We had a roommate who was a chef. Shout out Luke.
But I would put hot sauce. I would drown it in hot sauce every time so I couldn't taste it. That's my secret cap.
We also had a roommate who he would make salmon, and the only thing he would put on it is honey. That's it. Just honey. And you know exactly which roommate I'm talking about.
Mm-mm.
Well, we'll have to say it off camera because I don't want to call them out.
Okay.
Emily had a roommate right before we got married that for dinner, like almost every day, she would just put one chicken thigh or chicken breast in the crock pot with nothing else on it, turn it on. When it was cooked, just eat it with ranch.
I mean, I can't say too much based off of my earlier.
But you put salt and pepper. You put hot sauce.
Yes, and I've also changed. Now I get very zesty. But
yeah, zesty's not the right word. That's a euphemism now for other things.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. So I feel like zesty that's hilarious.
Gosh, I'm such an old man.
Maybe spicy is the right word you're looking for.
But doesn't spicy also mean like?
Not anymore. You gotta keep up.
Oh my gosh, I'm such an old person.
Yeah, I know. I'm saving you here to getting roasted on the internet. Yeah. So that's not what he meant. It's okay if it was.
Why I was saying that though is because, the Master Chef scene we always talk about. I forgot to add the lemon zest.
I forgot to add the lemon zest.
Forgot to add that. Oh, was it the kids one?
Yeah, it was the kids. It was like Top Chef kids.
Yes. If you like kids cooking, it's a great scene. Kills me every time.
Yeah, I forgot the lemon zest.
So it's just the stress
that is like the scene from Chop when he's like, the wontons.
Oh no, the what?
The wontons.
Oh my gosh.
You had something that you were going to talk about.
At first, I'm sorry to keep doing this.
Yes.
Wow. So again, I don't think I had that much of weird foods. Unfortunately, I wish I did. I'm sure I did. I just can't think of any. My younger brother, though, well, knowing you, since you're a sick freak, you might like this too. But he would dip saltines into lemonade.
No, I cannot do that.
Oh,
a soggy cracker.
Oh, so that's the language. No. Not to make it soggy, just to get a little sweet with the salty.
It's sour though. No, that's weird. I have a lie. I do sometimes. I did do this. Was it when we were roommates?
I hope
I would sometimes. I would do like at the store. I would like be getting my stuff for the week and whatnot. I would just buy a thing of saltine crackers, eat it with nothing.
Oh no, I've done that.
It's sometimes this is like I don't know if anyone else does it, but like the saltine cracker, but it has a nice little brown bubble that's like popped a little bit. I like to like eat the bubble. Oh, so I'm like, ooh, so crispy.
I would push the bubble and break it because it's
like I get
it's granting me a wish.
Oh, that's not what I.
That's something in elementary school. You know how, or I mean all of school, but I really mostly remember this in elementary school. You'd get the terrible like pizza, one slice, that would sometimes have the bubbles, and we always said that if you popped the bubble, and make a wish, it would come true. And the bigger the bubble, the bigger the chances of it coming true. So kids would trade each other for like the biggest bubble. Yeah,
I like that. They would trade for the
pizzas to get like a bigger bubble so that you could pass the test or something. But then it also just means that there's a bunch of kids just like jamming their finger into their pizza.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the pizza was okay. Never mind.
Once, the drain pipes where it'll go from like the roof and there'll be like an iron kind of like spout, I guess, in the middle of the wall and water pour out. Once someone put a pizza in there and it got super soggy. I don't know how long it was there.
Dude.
And someone offered me a Yu-Gi-Oh card to take a bite.
Which card was it?
I don't remember.
It better be Egyptian God, dude. It better be an Egyptian God card.
Wow. It wasn't an Egyptian card because there was the same kid that told me like I have the Sky Dragon. Well, I have all the Egyptian God cards and there's only 3 copies of them in the whole of the United States. Not true.
I know. I fell for that every single time.
I did.
Let's get something straight. The Egyptian God cards nowadays, not that good.
But also not that rare. Like I got one for nostalgia a while ago for like $1.
Yeah,
and that was overpriced.
There's a pack that you can buy that has 3 decks in it, all 5 pieces of Exodia and 3 Egyptian God cards in all of it. So you can buy it for $20, $25 now.
Either way, I ate the pizza.
Dude, it's like the stinky cheese in Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Oh yeah.
So you had the pizza touch.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure
you touched the pizza insides.
It's gross. Dude, that's disgusting. I can't. The one thing that makes me cringe is moldy food. I can't. And like gross food, like expired food, it just makes me. Ugh.
I've been cursed where I have a strong stomach, except for apparently Poptarts with butter.
Yeah, I know. I'm like you just.
So whenever, because I've lived in a bunch of apartments with random people, and there's always inevitably mold in the food because we're discussing guys.
Yes.
So it always falls to me because everyone else will like gag or throw up if they're cleaning mold out. So
just eat the freaking Pop-Tart with butter, dude.
I refuse.
Please.
On principle.
No. There's no principles here.
If I got you a cup of hot chocolate, we won't go into that right now.
Don't you dare.
And I just put a stick of butter in there and let it melt.
No, because I don't put a stick of butter in a Pop-Tart. It's just a tiny dab of butter. Why would you?
Why?
Anyways, I'm going to change the subject to something wholesome.
Okay.
Unless you have anything else.
I mean, I have something entirely random. But
go ahead. You start because what I have is wholesome. It's not funny. And I feel like
mine's not that funny. Mine's just we're just going back in time a lot for this one.
Okay, go ahead.
So today,
burned
my tongue on a hot pocket.
Yes.
Would you put frosting on a hot pocket?
No.
Well, what's the difference?
Because there's already frosting on the hot. Sorry. On a hot pocket. My bad. No. Because.
Yeah. Dude, tell me.
Because it's disgusting.
Whoa.
It's because butter isn't like frosting is a strong flavor, and hot pockets are a strong flavor. Butter can be a strong flavor, but the amount of butter I'm using is a very supplementary.
Well, I'm just using a supplementary amount of frosting.
Then maybe I'll try it. Which hot pocket is it? And what kind of frosting is it?
The Totino's. I don't know.
So if I take a Totino's, if I ate a Totino's pizza roll with like Nutella on it, would you eat a Pop-Tart with butter? Would you take a bite? All I need is one bite.
So there I was, hot pocket.
I'm gonna kill you.
Not hot pocket, pizza roll.
Totino's pizza roll, great value pizza roll.
Great value pizza roll, off-brand pizza roll. Burned my tongue.
Okay.
Feeling sad for myself.
Yes, as you should.
So I thought I'd indulge in some of the YouTubes, but specifically old ones from my childhood.
Nice.
I remember the first YouTube video I ever watched was someone had done an animation of a Brian Regan bit.
Is it like the poorly drawn stick figures?
Yeah, with like the circle for hands and stuff.
Yeah. The baseball one is the one I remember.
I think it was that one. It was like a 3-minute video.
That's my gum.
It took like 2 hours to load to watch it all the way, and we only could watch a couple of seconds at a time. But
I'm sorry. That's burnt tongue and then buffering video.
No, sorry. No, I'm saying.
Oh, back in the day.
Back in the day. Sorry.
Okay.
Just watching things like that. Do you have any really deep cut YouTube videos you remember, like the first ones you watched?
Yeah, from recent memory. So I can remember the first time I was introduced to YouTube is when Ryan Higa, How to Be Emo and How to Be Ninja videos came out.
I remember the How to Be Ninja.
Yeah, that was the first. I remember that was the first YouTube video I ever watched because my friend showed me it. And then next was the music video for "Cranked That" by Soldier Boy. But like when I actually started like looking up YouTube on my own, it was a lot of Knox Corner Clay World.
I'm not aware.
Oh my gosh, it's like these really like clay. It's like claymation with
Yeah.
like on a table, and then they don't look like it's just like a kid made these figures. And there's one where it's like pancake mines, where they use these mines on the land mines. They look like pancakes. So people are just like, it's like I love pancakes. I can just smash my face all over the pancake and just keep blowing up. Or these like, I like to sit on my pancakes. So Knox Corner Clay World, those who remember that. And then the last one was Julian Smith.
Yes.
Julian Smith was a big one that we watched. Hot Kool-Aid,
Yes.
Malk. I'm Moving Out. That was a big one that I remember watching a lot.
Mm-hmm. That's the first music video you watched.
And Charlie the Unicorn.
I never have seen Charlie the Unicorn.
Dude, someone at work was singing a song from that the other day.
I don't know.
Dude, I should show you it just for...
Oh, like I know the quotes of how... is it the one where Charlie bites him or the one where Charlie keeps murdering people? That's llamas. I'm thinking of the llamas.
Well, are you thinking Charlie bit my finger?
I'm combining two of them, I think.
Charlie the Unicorn was just like Charlie is a unicorn, and he's like
wow.
He's like Bob Belcher kind of. He's just kind of grumpy, but then there's these other two unicorns that are just happy-go-lucky, and they just won't leave him alone. And so he's all grumpy about it. But then yeah, that's just Charlie the Unicorn.
Isn't there a video about like llamas and they like murder people?
Yes, I just don't know what it's called. I don't think that was never my...
Okay, whatever. The first music video I saw on YouTube, I'm pretty sure was the Jonas Brothers, Year 3000.
It's a good one.
That's
not even their song.
What, really?
Yeah, they covered the song from another band. It's not even theirs.
Never Meet Your Heroes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's such a popular one.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? I'm going to take a trip down memory lane to a previous episode when I brought up Power Rangers Time Force.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what year they came from?
Was it the year 3000?
They came from the year 3000.
Wow.
I just learned that today because I was like, I'm on Power Rangers TikTok right now. And every time I just nostalgia, I just watch it. And then, yeah, they came from the year 3000.
I would love to watch that because I love seeing what like early 2000s or 90s imagine the future would be.
They had here's a good question. Which one's your favorite? Like the early 2000s, like earlier prediction of the future, like which shows prediction, like a depiction of the future is your favorite?
Well, like only shows
or TV, like media.
Okay, because I mean, this is but Fallout.
That's your favorite depiction of the future.
Yeah,
nuclear fallout is your
yeah, because it's cool. I'm just okay. Maybe not my favorite. I'm just saying like one that's the most interesting to me because like the TV show just came out, really good.
Okay.
But if we're talking about like,
I was not expecting that answer.
If we're talking about like a future that I'd want to live in, that's more difficult for me to think because I feel like I already like the.
I don't even know the answer to my own question. I just thought of that.
Okay, no, I know. Did you watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja TV show?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
The
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
But the future one.
Yeah, I don't remember the theme song for that one. But I think it was a spin-off of the Teenage Mutant Ninja one.
Because they had 3 series. The one, like, the normal one, that one. Then they go to the future. And then they go back to the present from the future.
Yeah. I don't remember
it was Fast Forward.
That's exactly what it was. Teenage Mutant Ninja Fast Forward, yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
That one. Because that was just like so weird and everything's shiny and there's aliens everywhere and like, but it's cool. Bishop is a good guy now.
Who?
Do you remember like his name's like Agent Bishop or something or just Bishop? He's like a bad guy
I can't remember
in the original 2000s. He's like the government man that like he just hates everyone that's not human. But between that show and the next one, like an alien saves him and he's like, oh, maybe I'm just being mean. So he just becomes like a really cool guy. And
nice.
So then when he meets the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles again, he's like, what's up? Hey.
Have you seen the newer animated version? It's like anime. The fight that like they all have powers. Oh dude, I gotta show you that scene. It's so dope.
Is it the one where like
they're fighting Shredder?
No, I haven't seen
it. Dude, so like they all have powers, and so Leo, he's kind of like Minato where he can teleport to his blade.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And then Raph can, I think he can make clones of himself. Yeah, he can make clones of himself. And then Donnie, from what I can tell, is he can like use his staff and like it creates other weapons, kind of like the Susanoo, like it's like a hammer or something. And then Mikey, his nunchucks turn into like longer whips.
That's
Like,
very
like,
cool.
So it's super cool. They have this super cool like anime esque fight scene.
Fine,
I'll
I'll
show
watch
you.
it.
Yeah, well, I'll show you after this. It's really cool. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's always so.
They have a crossover with Power Rangers
Excuse
in
me.
space,
Love it. I'll have to watch that
which,
too.
if you recall, is my second favorite Power Ranger season. Not to bring it back to that.
That'll bring it back.
It's so funny because the premise of that episode is that the main the
main bad
her name is
girl.
Adranima. She's like the main villain, and she's like, we really need to stop these Power Rangers. So like, I need to get more help, and she chooses the Ninja Turtles.
Love it.
And then they eventually like turn.
Did you watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Batman crossover?
I've seen the scene when I think it's Batman vs Shredder. I haven't watched the actual movie.
It's very
Super
good.
cool.
They share pizza at the end.
I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch the topic now. Me and Emily have been watching Love on the Spectrum.
Mhm.
You know that? Have you guys watched it?
I've watched it over Lindsay's shoulders.
Dude, it's like the most beautiful show I've ever seen. Like it is so pure and like it makes me like happy just watching it.
Oh yeah.
Because like nothing I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna poke fun at anything. It's like just like so like how life should be. The way like these people are going on dates and then they'd be like, "Do you want to go on another date?" And they're like, "No." Like they're just straight up like,
Yeah.
like no. And then at the end of each date, like a lot of these people, they're just like, okay, this is what I liked about you on the date. And then like, okay, this is what I liked about you on the date. And they're straight up like, "Do you want to go on a second date?" And they're like, "I would love to." And they're just so happy to be living, to be living life and to be doing the thing. It's like, I don't know, it makes me like kind of emotional just thinking about it. Like I'm like, geez, like it is like very eye-opening of how caught up in the bull crap we all are.
That's a cool take. Yeah.
Like, and like, you know, these people, you know, like at one point society deemed them as like lesser. And now we live in, I love like this point in society that we're at right now where we like see the beauty in like every walk of life. And so like we see like the beauty of people who are on the spectrum and stuff. And it's just really cool that like you see, and it's just like, I don't know, I was like kind of jealous of like, I just wish that like I don't know how simple and like grateful they are for the little things in life. And they're just like super excited to be in like, it's like, oh, look, a lion. Like, oh, thank you for this random compliment. They're super happy to like, I don't know. It's just, it's such a pure show. I would like anyone who hasn't seen it, you should watch it. And if you're too mature to watch it, you should watch it anyways and like fix yourself. Like it is, I don't know. It's
Who would
beautiful.
be too mature to watch it?
Too immature.
Oh, too immature. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
But I
right,
don't know.
that's right.
It's also funny. Like it's just like some of the things, like they're funny. They're hilarious people.
Yeah.
And yeah. I know Shane Gillis is a very like this has something to do with what I'm talking about, by the way. He's a very like polarizing comedian. I feel like some people really don't like the way he jokes. I'm a big fan of him. I do think that dude really changed the opinion of people with Down syndrome. Like it was just a special. Have you seen his bit about Down?
Yeah.
He always talks about how they're the happiest people ever. He's
Yes.
He's like talks about like, and he actually like has a lot of like love for people. Like he used to like coach in the Special Olympics, and like
I didn't know that.
he has like a lot of like.
And isn't like, if I remember right, doesn't like he have family members?
He has an uncle.
Yeah.
Who and he makes he makes jokes about it. Yeah. He makes jokes about it and stuff. But like I feel like he really like I've never looked at people with Down. Like I've never like not that I had a negative view of people with Down syndrome, but I'm like, wow, I just like changed like the little like what's the word I'm looking for? Misconceptions I've had in my head and like biases. There's a word I'm looking for, but I can't think of it.
But I get what you're because I also know, and I've seen this a few times where, excuse me, I keep doing that.
You're emotional. It's okay.
Like people with like Down syndrome and stuff. If you like the first time you meet someone, if you meet someone with that condition, if you haven't met it before, it might be like intimidating. You may not know what to do. It might be a little awkward. So just like getting more awareness out there. I just think then everyone's like more understanding.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It was the Love on the Spectrum was a very beautiful show, and it's like one thing too I noticed was that every time they talk to the people's families and stuff, because these are all adults that are like and a lot of them still live with their families, or they're still really close by to their families. And then then when they interview them, the families like they get all emotional. It's like it was really hard for them when they were a kid, and then now they're at the point where they're becoming more independent and stuff. Which is it was kind of like it breaks my heart because like when kids are kids, and I'm like obviously like when I was a kid, I said some really stupid things about anyone and things I really regret. But obviously, you can't really hold a kid accountable for certain things. But it's cool to see like now like as hard as it was for them as kids, now they have jobs, they're out there, they're going out, they're trying dating, they're doing all these cool things, and it's just like I don't know, it gets better no matter like what hand you're dealt with in life. Like you can like make a really wonderful, happy life out of it, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've been thinking a lot.
That's dare I say beautiful. That's a great thing to say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Here's a funny story. Speaking of someone with Down syndrome.
Okay.
So this is the first car accident I got in driving a car because there was a girl with Down syndrome at my high school that had a crush on me. She like asked me to be her boyfriend, and I said no, and I didn't know. I do not know what I'm supposed to do. I handled it as best as I thought I did.
I'm sure.
Anyways,
you did
but she was super nice.
Yeah,
and her name was Lucy, and I was driving, and like after school, it was me and my brother in the car, and Lucy was in the corner. She was just waving, and I was like, "Hi!" And then I hit the car in front of me, and then I was standing there, and the lady that I hit was also being so annoying about it. She was like, she like rubbed her neck a little bit, and then a different lady came by, was like, "Oh, you should get that checked out. Like you should not like." And then I was like, "Come on!" And so she definitely played up the neck injury a lot more because of it. Like it was my fault. I'll take full accountability for that, but she was playing it up. And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, "Come on, lady." And then Lucy comes by. She goes, "What happened?" And I'm like, I was just trying to be nice. I was trying to say hi, I hated the lady that I hit. She did not press any charges or anything about it. She didn't push the neck thing more. My dad got involved and was like, he kind of cussed out the other, like her husband. Yeah, my dad, he can get mad.
I've only seen your dad be nice, but I also feel like
he's not always mad, but
but he would be like, I feel like dads can just like get this intimidating anger from nowhere. I don't know.
Yeah, you can turn on.
Yeah.
Speaking of my dad being angry, we were when I first started working out because of football and stuff, he would take me and my brother to the gym with him. So it was me, my brother, my dad, and then my uncle came with us. So we're all working out, and my dad obviously he did a lot more weight than we did, and so he would take like the 45-pound weights off and put him down while we were going. So we're going, and then this big old guy on a roid rage just walks by, tries to take the plate. My dad's like, "Hey, we're still using that." He goes, "You're not using it right now?" He's like, "Yeah, we're just rotating it out." The dude throws the weight towards my dad. My dad got up in his face. The dude was like 6'5". My dad's my height, so he's like 6 foot. And my dad got up in his face and he's like, "You could have hit one of my kids. You could have done it." And I was like, dude, and the guy, like, I don't know, they eventually calmed down. I think they kicked him out of the gym.
Whoa.
That was not cool. If that happened today, Joey Swole would have been on him. Do you know who Joey Swole is?
No, but
he's this dude that whenever there's like a gym video that people are just being like rude at the gym, all of a sudden like Joey Swole stitches the video and he's like, "That is not okay." And he's like he's jacked, like he's ripped out of his mind. Shout out to Joey Swole. But yeah, no, if there's a video and that Joey Swole would have been on him.
One time at a scout camp, my dad was like, he was the scoutmaster.
Uh-huh. Nice.
Obviously. And he was messing with one of those like gas lamps, and it lit on fire. It like exploded.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I don't know what happened. There was a leak or something. My dad's entire arm caught on fire, which was crazy,
dude.
And me being the loyal son that I was, just ran. I was like, "It's gonna blow up." He didn't want me to do this. I completely abandoned him.
Leave Daddy's gone for it. It's too late for him.
I was like, "Fall on, like shield me with your body," and I just ran for the hills.
What did he do? Did he just?
He just, while his arm's on fire, just like, if I remember right, he just like calmly moved. There was like a water bucket nearby. Just moved it with his foot, dropped it, wiped the flames off. That was it. I was like a mile away at this point, just like booking it. And
here you are complaining about some Pop-Tarts and butter. It's like Pop-Tarts and butter, ill. Your dad over there just arm on fire, human torching it.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Shout out to all the dads out there.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good episode. I don't know.
Do
you guys think it's a good episode?
Yeah.
Comment down below if you think it's a good episode, please.
So Jared hasn't convinced me to eat buttered Pop-Tarts, but if there's anyone's listening that has a strong opinion about this, pro or con, I'll listen to your opinion more than his.
Let us know what weird food combinations you guys eat down below.
Yeah.
And
maybe we'll try
if this video gets 100 likes, Parker will eat a Pop-Tart with butter on it. We've never gotten 100 likes before, by the way.
Okay,
so
whatever. Sure.
if this TikTok, or if this YouTube video gets 100 likes, Parker will eat a Pop-Tart with butter on it.
Sure.
Anyways, any last words?
Nah.
We'll catch you guys next time on No Side Tangent. Love you guys.
Bye.